Welcome back. We're talking about the Miami Heat, the number one team on this NBA countdown. Let's take a look at their transactions over the summer. Matter of fact, congratulations, you won the title. You are the defending champions coming into this season. You gained Greg Oden and Greg Oden needs. You gained Michael Beasley and his drug problem, attitude, shot selection, and bad dreads. You lost Mike Miller. You drafted no one. These are minimal transactions. If Greg Oden would be the key one, if he can give you 50 to 60 games.
Yeah.
Michael Beasley, he doesn't even matter.
I think the best transaction is the fact that they was able to keep Seven Nation Army song as their theme song. That song gets them so hyped that I remember that when they started playing that song that last game of the finals, I looked at how that team responded to that fan base just yelling at, and I said, that's it for the Spurs. So
I think these transactions are horrible. I think you got one guy got his knees are about the same as somebody that's 85 years old.
Yeah, the knees of a newborn.
And then you got a guy that can probably hold his breath longer than Michael Phelps. So I mean, chief in them bones. Chief in them bones.
Ain't nothing to say. Rashad said it all. They signed grandma.
All right, well, let's take a look at the rotation.
What else to say?
You have starting at center, which is rather odd to me, Chris Bosh, Udonis Haslem, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Mario Chalmers is just starting five. The rest of the rotation is Shane Battier, Ray Allen, Norris Cole, Chris Anderson, and Michael Beasley. This team rides or die with LeBron and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
you had it right at first.
You had it right at first. I know Chris Bosh. He a key contributor, but not riding there.
Don't give him no champagne.
Oh, don't let no confetti fly.
Do y'all remember that picture? If we can we put that picture up?
What about with the confetti in his
There you
mouth?
go. Just look at it.
But I mean, I think those guys are still the big three, and it just goes by what LeBron. It's just like when Jordan was on top of the league, and you had Ewing and Barkley and Kemp and Payton and all these guys nipping at his heels. What is he going to bring to the table next to keep these guys a step below him?
Yeah. Oh man, Greg Oden. If he plays about 15, 18 minutes a game, and he stays healthy, they're repeating.
Oh yeah,
And I said it. They're repeating.
No, they're three-peating.
No doubt.
Three-peating.
Repeating. Because one thing we learned, Chris Bosh wants no parts of the post game, not one bit. So.
And I don't understand why. You would think he would like the post.
I don't know that rotation. When you look at the front court of Udonis Haslem and Chris Bosh, they don't put the fear in anybody that's got a big enough power forward in the center. And I know that used to be a rarity, but it's growing in the league. Some big front courts.
Yeah.
I'm glad to not see Joel Anthony on this roster.
But he's on the
He's on
roster.
the roster.
Oh.
He just,
God bless you.
Mike said it all. If Greg Oden can stay healthy, ain't no stopping him.
All right, player of interest.
My player of interest is actually Mario Chalmers. I am sick and tired of you getting by. I just need for him to show up.
Exactly what
Because
he
the only reason that I would favor Chicago over you in a playoff series is because you can't do nothing with Derrick Rose or even Kirk Heinrich.
Wow.
You're
On Marcus T.
You're a huge hole on this team, but yet you get less and less of the blame.
He called you a hole.
Mine is Norris Cole. It's this point guard position is going to be interesting to me. This guy's like, I know the other night with Derrick Rose, I mean, everybody get crossed up. I kind of see a different attitude in that boy.
You know, almost every team has a good to solid, good to great, a solid to great point guard except for Miami.
Yeah.
He is like very average.
Yeah.
Well, personal interest for me is probably Birdman. I mean, he gives them energy off the bench. He comes in, does his role very well. I mean, and that center position looking kind of rough, so he gonna be a key contributor.
I would have to run with Chris Bosh because, you know, it's always the excuse of, well, this is what his team is asking him to do. What about his skill set? Chris Bosh is probably one of the most fundamentally sound players on this team. Fundamentally. I'm not talking about his talent. I'm just saying fundamentals playing the game.
Yeah.
And I think if he goes out there and do what we know, what we have seen from him in the past, instead of reducing himself to a 20-foot shooter, I think this team could easily break records, could easily win championships. But he has to now they have to put him in the position to be a true power forward, because him and LeBron and Wade should work. They can work beautifully together.
Yeah.
You know, but they have the front office has to get them a legit center.
That's true.
Final thoughts on the Miami Heat.
I only have a question. Wade, how bad you want a fourth ring?
He got one. Did he get that girl?
You know what I'm talking about.
No. He took it back when he put it on the street. Then.
LeBron James is an unstoppable force. And I'm not sure that any team can break his will to win a three-peat.
That's a good point. But my final outcome is gonna be Pat Riley putting that final piece in the puzzle for them to keep all three players.
That ain't gonna happen.
You mean the
It's
offseason?
not gonna happen.
My final thought on the Miami Heat, it's all about health and all about Chris Bosh. It's all about him maximizing himself. It's about Dwayne Wade staying healthy. It's about LeBron chasing that ghost of Michael Jordan. At this point in time, probably even Kobe, but I actually think he's probably very close to surpassing Kobe. But if those things work out, the Miami Heat will be champion once again. This concludes our 30-team update. We hope that you guys like it. We hope that you comment on it. We hope that you say something and say, I don't agree with that, so we can come right back at you. Tell you how we really feel. Anybody want to throw anything else out there?
Nah, man.
Y'all just watch the season and stay up to date.
And watch these rankings turn out to be right. Good night.